To be here. Grew up in Atlanta in the Southeast, big Liberty Bowl fan. Always made sure I watched it when it was on. 3 years ago, my wife and I, we played in an early bowl game, and so we went to a vacation in New York City for New Year's, and I told her the one game that we've got to watch is the Central Florida-Georgia Liberty Bowl, so it's a pleasure and honor to be here, and we're excited to play a great opponent in Rice.
Questions?
So talk about Rice. They're a great opponent. Why are they so great?
They're solid offense. A lot of older guys. They've got a big physical offensive line. They're 11th in the nation in rushing. They've got running backs. They've got 4 or 5 running backs that are interchangeable. They come and do a lot of things. The one running back sometimes plays quarterback, number 35, in their Wildcat package. And he does a nice job. He was the MVP of the Conference USA Championship game. They've got big physical receivers and athletic tight ends. The neat thing they do is they're very interchangeable with what they do, move guys around, give you different formations, and so we just got to know where everybody is. Number 15 is their big receiving threat, big talented kid. They like to get the football too, but they spread the ball around, and the running backs are really good as well. And the quarterback makes great decisions, scrambles really well, has an accurate arm, and he always tries to get them in the right play. The thing that you watch about their offense, they really don't run bad plays. They're always trying to get you, to get the look that they want and then run the right call. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. I think our guys are excited to play. We've had 2 weeks full to get ready for this offense, and to be honest, we probably need it, because they're so multiple in what they do, and so it's a big challenge for us.
Are they more physical and grinded out than you normally see out of a Conference USA or a middle tier kind of program?
And they're older. They know what they're doing in the system. They're committed to playing physical football. Their receivers do a great job blocking. They really get after on the perimeter, and so they're just solid all the way through. And they have some explosiveness too within the wanting to run the football, but they're explosive in what they do as well.
Specifically that running back, I think he had over 100 against Texas A&M. What is without him that makes him kind of difficult?
Yeah, he's a bigger kid. He's 6'1", 220, runs behind his pads really well, physical kid, doesn't take negative yardage plays, and, but all of them, all the guys that they have that carry the ball for them, are good quality backs, so it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Let's talk about how you see the maturity and development of Benardrick, especially the linebacker position this year.
Right. Well, last year he had such a big splash onto the scene. He walks out on the field and Benardrick's 6'5", 250, and he's a ball of energy. Runs his mouth constantly. And they say, the kids tell stories about what he is during the games. I hear it every day at practice. People think I'm crazy, but Benardrick probably takes it to a whole nother level. But he had such a big year last year, and had over 100 tackles, and he had to play probably 90% of the snaps in every game. And I think it's a credit too to Richie Brown. Has been able to spell him a lot and had some quality downs. Benardrick's probably didn't have the numbers that he has last year, but he's every bit as impactful as a player. The neat thing he does is he takes pride in himself making the other people around him better. And that's hard to come by in a kid who's just a redshirt sophomore, but the guys feed off of his energy and his enthusiasm, and he's really intelligent, gets everybody lined up, and so I can't say enough good things about him as a player and as a person.
You came into the season, a lot of expectations, hype, juice, whatever you want to call it. How did the team live up to those expectations now that the season's over?
Yeah, just every day they come out and you see us, on the sidelines during games before we get onto the field, psycho defense or, whatever, creating mayhem or turning up or juice. So you just see the guys, it's kind of, they've taken it on, themselves. They've kind of, let their personalities come out. And, you see it, you saw it in the Alabama game, you saw it in the Arkansas game, you saw it in the Ole Miss game, just the energy and the passion and the juice that they play with. And, they're like that every day. We've had, bowl practice, 15 days to get ready for an opponent. And every day you come, I think you guys are out at a couple of practices. It's fun to be around these guys. They have so much energy. They like each other. They like playing football. And it makes it a joy to come to work every day. To get to be around these guys, and they've embraced the things that we've kind of sold them on, and they've embraced it and taken it even higher than probably the expectations would have been.
This year during bowl time than it was last year. It just seems like
you guys are you feel like you're a lot more prepared and you're a lot more upbeat than you were last year going in?
Just wanted to be here. I think last year we was kind of disappointed at how we ended the season. And this year, we still disappointed at how the season turned out because we wanted to win all of our games. Of course, but just to be able to fight and come together as a team and to be able to make a bowl game, that brought us together a lot, and that meant a lot. So we fortunate enough to be here, and we all just want to finish on a good note.
How much confidence do you have heading into this game after the last couple of games you've had, against Alabama and Ole Miss and some of the other times you've played towards the end of the season?
I have a lot of confidence because not just me personally, but I know my coaches gonna have a good game plan for us. I know my teammates gonna help me out. So every time I step on the field, I have complete confidence because I know other people gonna do their job to make my job easier. So every time I step on the field, I have a lot of confidence.
What was the biggest changes on defense? You got a new position coach this year, and Coach Calhoun becomes the man, the coordinator. What kind of shifted from last year to this year on defense?
I think we just the intensity level. We have a lot of more energy, on the field, and we more together this year. We do a lot of things together, just meetings together, having dinners together and stuff like that. So I just think we have more intensity and we're more of a brotherhood this year.
With Coach Townsend, did you guys kind of gel and connect with him early on, or did it take a while?
We kind of connected early on because he obviously played college football, and he played on the highest level. So he kind of knew what we was going through, how it is being a college player. So it didn't take us very long to gel with him, and we did it pretty fast.
What would it be in terms of momentum going into the offseason to finish 7-6 rather than 6-7, just to kind of get that fourth straight winning season? How much would it mean to you?
It'll mean a lot. It'd be huge. It have us a lot of motivation going into next year because just keep the winning streak going. And I think it'll mean a lot for the younger guys too, just knowing that we have something positive to build off of and not starting all the way back off something negative like we did last year. So it'll be huge for our program.
Compared to anybody you've seen this season or last season offensively?
I mean, it's a mixture of all the teams we play. The offense they run, I've seen coaches, and we watch film or whatever. They're like a mixture of all the offense.
How much of a difference would it make in the offseason just in terms of momentum, being 7-6 versus 6-7, getting that winning season? How much of a difference does that make just heading into the offseason?
I'd say we got a lot more confidence. We ended a season with 2 big wins against Arkansas, against Ole Miss, so it gives us the confidence to go out and get a win come Tuesday.
How are the first 4 days of practice going up here, just getting prepared for Rice and stuff? Did it feel like a normal game week, or is it a little something extra this time?
It felt pretty like a normal game week, just a new environment, just playing on a different field, trying to get ready to focus for the game.
You've been through this bowl drill before a couple of times now, redshirting or playing yourself. Is this different for you now that you're in a position of leading a team to a bowl?
I mean, like I said, I'm just I'm a leader, whatever, getting the defense to make plays, all this together, just working hard. It feels it's kind of different now that I'm older, whatever, just trying to get everybody going.
Traditionally, the way we work, I know we're gonna make a bowl game every year. Every year gonna get higher. The bowl game, no team's gonna get higher. We work just to get that 6th win, but get that 6th win, we gotta get more wins after that.
What have you seen in terms of this program? What's being done right to make you guys a consistent bowl team?
The brotherhood, everybody coming together and bonding together and getting close, and we just lead that on to the field.
As you look at Rice, you've had a lot of time to look at study film and all. What jumps out? What impresses you most about what you see in their offense?
They fundamental sound. They ain't gonna make too many mistakes. They quarterback been around a long time, so he control the offense pretty good.
Do they compare to anybody you played in the past?
Yeah, I would say the quarterback he scramble a lot like Johnny Manziel. They run the spread. You see that all year, so they should be coming out playing like we should play.